Penguin Random House Audio presents Happy Land by Dolen Perkins-Valdez. Read for you by Ashley J. Hobbs and Bahni Turpin. Dedicated to my beloved sister, a queen among queens. Gina McClure, 1962 to 2021. Our land. We should have a land of sun, of gorgeous sun, and a land of fragrant water, where the twilight is a soft bandana handkerchief, of rose and gold, and not this land, where life is cold. We should have a land of trees, of tall, thick trees, bowed down with chattering parrots, brilliant as the day, and not this land, where birds are gray. We should have a land of joy, of love and joy and wine and song, and not this land, where joy is wrong. Langston Hughes. Part 1. 1. Nikki. The only thing I know about my grandmother's home is that it's in an isolated area of the Blue Ridge Mountains in Zirconia, North Carolina. And the only thing I know about Zirconia is that it's right outside Hendersonville. And what I know about Hendersonville is that it has a lot of apple orchards. A shame, I know. The old 25 highway is 2 lanes without a line in the middle. I pass a wood frame house that must be at least 100 years old, a neat and tidy brick rambler with rockers lining the front porch. Stuffed fairies hang from tree limbs, and a motionless cat stares at me from a front yard. I wind the rental car around a series of camp entrances: Camp Greystone, Camp Arrowhead. Houses on tall wooden piles perch around a sign labeled Lake Summit. Just a few miles past the lake, I pass the granite cliff Mother Rita mentioned over the phone, and just after that, I reach the entrance to her property. Lovejoy Lane. When I was born, I was given my mama's maiden name hyphenated with Daddy's name, Lovejoy Berry, in a gesture I'd always attributed to Mama's feminist pride. When I married Darius, I didn't change it. So seeing that Lovejoy sign does something to me. It looks official, as if the county provided it. I've never seen it before. I'm almost 40 years old, and this is my first time ever visiting my grandmother. As I turn into the dirt drive, I wonder how long my family has lived in this house. The siding is in need of a paint job, and the green shutters are faded and weather-beaten. I know Mama grew up here, and as I note its wide front porch and gabled roof, I imagine her, an only child, running down the front steps. It's morning, but the porch lamp is on, moth carcasses stuck to its dimly lit dome. I can't find a doorbell. I hesitate, then knock softly on the frame of the wooden screen door. A couple of minutes pass before I knock again. Maybe she's asleep. The elderly do tend to keep their own hours. Finally, the door opens and a tall lady with a shock of gray hair peers through the screen at me. Yes? Mother Rita? I've always called her that, following Mama's lead. Veronica? I was expecting you later this evening. I'm sorry. They offered me a travel voucher, so I took a morning flight instead. I should have called. Yes, you should have. She pats her hair down. Inside, the house is well kept, brighter and airier than I expected considering the condition of the exterior. Actually, I'm not sure what I expected. Perhaps a dusty house filled with relics that haven't been moved in years. Instead, the rooms are sunny, cheerful. I spy a settee too delicate for sitting in the living room, a tarnished silver tea set on a sideboard in the dining room, a Persian rug too big for the space. Everything is old, worn to the threads, but it's clean. Mother Rita wears a pair of jeans and a neat collared shirt turned up at the elbows. Despite her unruly hair, she looks pretty, especially for 78 years old. It feels like forever since I've seen her. Actually, it's been 8 years. I remember because when my daddy died, Mother Rita drove all the way to D.C. for the funeral, only to turn around and drive home the next day. "You ate yet?" "Yes, ma'am," I respond politely, though the truth is that I'm starving. She glances down at the rolling suitcase I've just parked in the middle of her living room. It's as if she can see everything at once. My uncertainty, my curiosity, my fear. "Bathroom is down the hall on the left. When you've finished, I got some leftover navy beans from yesterday. I'll warm those up with a little cornbread." She uses a questioning tone, but I know there is no need to answer. This is her extension of hospitality, and I'm grateful for it. A fuzzy pink rug covers the bathroom floor, its matching cover on the toilet seat. Behind the shower curtain, fish tiles rim the walls. Above the towel bar hangs a faded picture of a young man dangling a fish between his hands. My grandfather passed away when I was in elementary school. I lean closer to better make out his features. I wash my hands slowly, taking my time. When Mother Rita called and asked me to come, the timing wasn't great. My daughter, Shawnee, graduated high school last year and still doesn't have a full-time job. We've been fighting about it all summer. I've got a house on the market, but in the last couple of years I've lost my joy for selling real estate. I haven't sold a single property in months, and I'm about to run out of savings. If I don't get my act together, I'm going to be in real financial trouble soon. The truth of the matter is that my life is a mess right now. When I hesitated, Mother Rita was insistent. "I need your help, and if you come down here, I will tell you everything your mama hasn't told you about our family." It wasn't exactly an invitation I could refuse. In the kitchen, she stands before the beans warming on the stove. I sit at the table, my eyes tracing her shoulders. I've seen Mother Rita only a handful of times in my entire life. My 10th birthday party at Crystal Skate, my high school graduation, Daddy's funeral. Even when Mother Rita did come to D.C., she and Mama were painstakingly polite, not like mother and daughter. I have always quietly believed they hated each other's guts, even before their final falling out. All that to say that this is my first opportunity to spend time with my grandmother one-on-one, without Mama's feelings running riot in the air. I want to ask her so many questions, but my tongue sticks to the roof of my mouth. Maybe after I get some food in my belly and we're seated across from one another, we can talk. "You don't have a microwave?" I ask as she stirs. "What's that, honey?" "A microwave. To warm the beans?" "Oh, I don't fool with microwaves. Never have. Don't trust them." I nod, wondering what other old notions she holds. I want to get up and help her, but she doesn't seem to invite the second pair of hands. She spoons the beans into a bowl. "See, that didn't take long, did it? This fire suits me just fine. Smells good. I hope you don't mind the taste. I don't eat meat." "I'll eat whatever is in that bowl," I say, though I am surprised to hear this. I wonder if she has always been vegetarian, and if I just never realized it on those few occasions I've seen her. I know so little about this woman. My own kinfolk. She slides a piece of foil out of the oven. The cornbread triangles are browned, edges crisped. She uses her bare fingers to drop the hot slices on the plate next to my bowl. "Eat up. There's plenty," she says. I want to talk more, but my stomach has other ideas. The beans aren't just salted. They contain something else that gives them depth, replacing the taste of a meaty bone. That's fresh fennel from my garden. I like to put it in my beans.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?